Hey, what's going on, guys? KillerMiller here, and today we're going to do a self-coaching video of myself. This game was played, I believe, like 3-ish days ago, roughly, and I just kind of want to do it mainly for kind of my benefit to be able to watch my own gameplay and break some stuff down that I do, because obviously whenever you're like in-game, you're not like, even though I'm like able to break down some like good stuff and whatnot, you can't like do that while you play. There's just too much else to worry about. So going back and watching these can help quite a bit. And then also, this is kind of like that middle ground point because like most of the coachings that have been going on have been lower elo, which is obviously completely fine. And then the other review I did, which was on tens, which is like high elo, and this is high elo, but it's not quite like super top. It's just like right there in that like middle ground, like it's like a low high elo, if that makes sense. So basically, I just wanted to review this to kind of go over that sort of the game. And yeah, and also I forgot to start recording on round one, but so we're starting on round two, which is an eco. So this is kind of a bad round to start on, but yeah, pretty much it. And then the last thing I was gonna add is for whatever reason, I think I messed around. I actually changed around some recording settings in OBS, so it's a little laggy. It's not like right now. You'll see whenever it gets a little laggy here in just a bit, like right there. It's definitely watchable completely. But anyways, just wanted to kind of add that as to why there's like a little bit of lag with it. I accidentally didn't pick settings right. So anyways, yep, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So like I said, this is an eco, so we'll probably just skip through this. I think what we were trying to do is pull pressure towards other sides of the map, so we can at least when we try and push a site, there is maybe like only one or two people on there, so we can maybe get a plant down, because that's kind of what you want to do for an eco, is get bomb plant down. That's like the biggest goal. So anyways, we'll watch. Yeah, I think here there's really no need for me to run up in heaven, because at the end of the day, like I said, the biggest thing we want to do is to break down, not break down, is get bomb plant down, sorry. And going heaven's not going to do that. In a gun round, this is fine because it pulls a lot of pressure off of the site players to have to not worry about heaven. But obviously it's not a gun round, and that's not our goal. So I think I go through here with Raze. Let me see what happens to her though. Okay, yeah, see, nobody went through. I think we would have been better off all going through there. But, you know, like I said, not too bad, because at the end of the day, that was an eco, so it's not like we can really do a whole lot. I do remember this being a really, really rough T-side half. I think we only got like 2 rounds total. This is a really good game, though. We had a really good comeback on CT side with a heartbreaker loss. But anyways, sorry to spoil the fun. But basically, just want to talk about just obviously some of my mistakes, but figured I'd go ahead and give some background. And so right here, holding angles, pulling, just making sure nobody peeks, nobody swings. I notice whenever I peek this angle, I have somebody behind me watching it also, of the Raze. And so I think I like keep that a mental note. And I think when I fall off is when she does too. Yeah, I notice her move around, so I be a little more cautious. So that's just one thing to kind of think about whenever you hold angles, so you can always get the trade. So this is good. Flying into rope room, good pick by her. Oh, got stuck on top of each other. Pause checking ramp. That's good too. Good trade there. A little scary, but it was overall a good play. Block that off so we can get site for free. Skip through a little bit. I think I should have posted up here. Let's just watch. Good kill there. 3v2. I don't know if we ended up winning this round. I think we did, but let's see. Oh, okay. Where did I die from? Where was that? I don't know why I didn't show. I guess, oh, it was CT, okay. Yeah, okay. So one big thing here is that I needed to either check my camera again, because to be able to cut that off. And I also need to, this is a big thing of me looking at the map here. I look at my map a lot, but I don't really do it a lot whenever I start to get into like obviously tenser situations, because I'm focused on my screen more, which is, you know, that's part of it. But I still need to glance at it a little bit. And I think if I did here, I would have picked up on the fact that, hey, there is nobody's up here, or like nobody's watching here. And I think Sova actually showed, yeah, right there. You see the question mark here. So once I get the kill on him, I think it's good for me to actually push around here, or at least block myself off from behind. push around here, hold it for a minute, and then walk around the corner, because what's going to happen then, if this Sova is trying to make a play and walk around, I would be hidden from that point. And then also, my teammate is coming CT, and so worst case scenario, if I push up here and were to die, he would at least have the info, and it should be a good kill for him. But instead, sitting still basically is just not the play here. I think I should have 100% hid, at least closer. I think the reason I want to do this is to hold an off angle, but the off angle is useless if I'm putting myself in a bad position. So yeah, that's bad by me. I just need to think about what angle I'm holding, and I didn't know where I died, so I actually couldn't give the call out, which is sad, but it's okay. I reduced my settings here because I noticed I was lagging some. Pulling pressure, pulling some abilities out. I think I actually called that too. I think this is his last smoke. Maybe this is a different round. I don't remember. I'm trying to not base off what I remember. I'm trying to go into this acting like it's I haven't played, which I've not done a good job at so far. But yeah, I'm sad she didn't get that kill actually. So this is good. So I'm curious. A lot of these rounds we got opening picks, but we lost. I think our post plants were bad. See, perfect. This is 2v4. Okay, let's see. I think we go A here, because we know that Cypher is B because he's a B player, and Brimstone was B Heaven. And you could tell that because of the kill that I just pointed at that with my literally pointed at that. Let's just act like that didn't happen. You could tell because he got this kill right here, and so I think going A here is 100% play. I should have called that. I should have picked that up. That's my bad. Obviously, he does end up getting the kill. I go for the trade. I miss it. But now, the reason I'm able to just run up here blindly is because the Sova is also pushing him. So I can just fly up here and go for the kill, which is kind of what happens. I get bombed down. I think I get it down too. He ults me, but I don't remember if I... Yeah. Okay, so that is just a little unfortunate, because at this point, the only way we win this round is by me sticking this bomb. Like, I have to stick it, because if I jump off here, then we obviously I can't plan it after. So he needs to stay alive. This is actually bad by him. Oh, he was ulting. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, so it's actually kind of bad by him there, misplay. And also, that's just maybe, I think, like I said, if we call the A play here, after we get this pick and we understand that the Brimstone right now is there, but I think we fly A. I think we get, because there's 3 of us here. We just group fly A. It should be free. And I think this round could have been different if we did that. But it's okay. Not too bad. Like I said, that was actually a low eco round, so it was good that we did that. Yeah, notice how I swing here, because I noticed that the only players that they have on site or on A is Sova and the Breach, and the Sova's playing Heaven, and so I'm able to peek that confidently because he's focused on the Bolt. Now, I actually think walking out onto site would have been good here, because I could have probably caught him off guard a little bit. Potentially. I can't remember how this round plays out, so let's just see it. Another misplay by me here. I need to, this is once again kind of going back to playing around your team. I see the Viper push up. I need to go with her. I don't need to hold this. Because if somebody swings here, I mean, nobody's going to swing here, essentially. That's just not going to happen. And so I could have traded her instantly, but instead we give her the 1v1. So that's bad on me. Obviously, we see, and this is exactly what happened. You notice how, sorry, my chair is very loud. I'm trying to prevent that. You notice how the Sage got the trade because she peeked directly with me, and that would have happened if I peeked with the Viper. So we could have had an extra player here. So that was bad by me. I do get ulted. I think we still lost the round though. Yeah, I just kind of peeked a little. That was brave by me, or bold, I should say, because brave means it's usually good. I think I was trying to go ult this. I think that's what I wanted to do here. But yeah, I still peeked into 2. And see, this is a weird spot because I wanted to peek with the Sage to get the trade, which is what happened, but I peeked into 2. So this draws into a weird scenario where you have to have like kind of that awareness factor of like, yo, there could be 2 here. We shouldn't peek this. And neither of us had that. We just kind of went into it with just kind of blindly. And yeah, it was a little bit of a rough one there. But back to another gun round. Let's see what happens. I think yeah, I should have also peeked with her there. She very easily died. I go to ult off this body. And I think we just fly B here, is what it looks like. So this is weird because this info doesn't really, I mean, it helps us, of course, but at the same time it doesn't, because it's like, the play I think would be if Raze could get the kill on Brim here. But then we can go A. But the thing is, like, they're playing where we would expect them to play anyway, so it's kind of hard. I think the best option would be to, and not obviously I think we ended up doing this, but the best thing would have been to do is to block off Rope Room and fly Heaven and go for these trades, which I don't know how I even got dinked there. I was kind of unlucky, which is good, which is what happened because now we overwhelm the Cypher. And I think this is one of the rounds that we did actually win. I think if anything I could have done better. A lot of this is breaking down from a team perspective because once you get to higher MR, that is more important. I have no clue how I got dinked there, I gotta be honest, but it doesn't really matter. So this is actually a bad peak. And the reason why is because, like as I preach to everybody, the way that you lose these situations is by taking 1v1s. And that's how the Breach wants to fight this. So I peek a 1v1. Now the reason, yeah, and so that's what happened. He took a 1v1 here, and I just took another one. I got lucky because he was trying to check down, and so I caught him off guard. I still could have died there. You see how close his shots were. He just had to, he had to flick from like over here to me. And so this could be a 2v2 right now. So this is actually a bad peak by me. I think this is once again going back to playing around your team. I think I have to realize, because I could see Viper's line of sight. I hug this really close wall, and then as they start fighting, which is right, I mean, whatever it comes up. Right now, as I see him pop up, now I swing because I know that they're fighting, and then that would be a free kill. But instead, I took the 1v1, which was bad, and this could have been detrimental to the round. Okay, so then we got the seaside round. He got the other kills. So yeah, I think a lot of this is also once again going back to playing around how my team is, or what my team's doing, and I think that's a lot more helpful. This is actually good for us because we pull out a lot. We got the wall, and we got, I want to say this is the second smoke. Especially because he just got to pick on him. So this is a little ambitious by me. I wanted to go for that. Okay, that's honestly, it's not too bad. Now they have no smokes. That was really ambitious by her. And you see how this same thing could have happened to me. Because I don't think at this point I wasn't really tracking the smoke timer. Maybe I was. And I would have been fine here. But oh, hello. Okay, yeah, it just froze. So anyways, point is, and the smoke could have faded, and that's how she died. I think she got caught off guard by the smoke fade, and then she ended up losing or dying because of it, and that could have happened to me. So I think that was a little bit risky. Obviously I got to just sprint from this. I got very, very lucky there. I whiffed pretty bad, but it's fine. The idea was there. Actually, I kind of like that play from the stage. A little ballsy, but the idea was correct. So now this allows me to get out, not have to worry about this part, which is nice. Cool, and now we're still 3v3. So there's a lot of things that we could have done as a team here, but I kind of want to focus more on the solo play aspect of it. This was rough because the Sage didn't plant. We could have. This was a very winnable round, but she just had to stick it here. Oh no, she got ulted. Oh, rip. Yeah, never mind. I tried to peek back and get the breach whenever. Okay, this is actually kind of important right here. One thing to point out. This is more so to teach the people watching this. So one thing that I think a lot of people do, and I've gotten a lot better at it, is whenever you commit to a spray and you miss, you don't have to keep spraying. You could re-strafe. You can release your spray, strafe to the right, and then commit again. So I sprayed, completely missed, strafe to the right, missed again, strafe to the right, and then I committed. And notice how obviously he wasn't looking at me, so yeah, I got the kill. If he was looking at me, it probably would have been different because I did it 3 times. But I did want to just kind of bring this up because these are things you can do in your game. There's no need for me to hard commit there, because it's possible if I did hard commit, he would have looked over because he sees him getting sprayed from the side, and then he would have just like smoked me because I was just whiffing. That's kind of also a preferential thing. If you're comfortable with your sprays, then maybe you can just keep committing. It's really more. I don't want to say it's more preference. It's definitely better to like, oh, excuse me, to swing out like that and like, or not swing out, to straight to the side and recommit. I think it's a lot smarter decision to make. But you get the idea. If he was looking at me, it'd be fine. Go for the kill there. Flick up, miss. I actually could have potentially killed him, but that's really nitpicky. I had to go crazy there to make that work, so that's okay. Skip through this a little bit. I don't even need to start blowing through this side. Okay, I'm being sneaky. I love doing this. You can catch so many people off guard if you just play around the enemy rotations, which is what happens here. So she falls off, and then so I probably should be I think I need to be prepared for her to be watching this, and then she just isn't for whatever reason. I think it's because they saw bomb this way, and she went for the ult, of course. And so because of that, I was able to get up here and catch him off guard, which helped us out quite a bit. I think, did I ult off that? Ult off that, okay. Let's see what I do here, see what my positioning is like. Okay, yeah, we won the round. He just saved. So yeah, this was good. Though it could be a little scary here because the Sage just killed the Raze here, and she could have very easily been watching. I think I could have actually died right here at this point. I think my body's exposed if she's playing in one of these spots, which is very, very likely for them to be playing in one of those spots. And because of that, my I could have very easily died here. So the idea was right, but I think it was definitely risky because Sage should still watch this, because the reason she rotated is because she wanted the ult and she saw that our entire team was main. But I think if she stayed and watched, we would lose this round. Actually, going for that ult was actually bad by her. And so my play was it was the idea, like I said, wasn't bad, but I think I did it incorrectly by not waiting longer. Because it could have been detrimental if the Sage had played her role smarter. And then obviously we won the round, so that's good. We're just pulling pressure towards this side of the map, which is why you see me cam it from earlier. Same thing here. Notice how I'm playing around the enemy rotation. So I have this feeling. I was like, she's probably not on a site. And that's how I get out, and so I clear that. And so this was actually a misplay by my team. I think I played this really well. They had no idea I was out on site, and I told my team to slow down. I'm gonna get behind. I literally said it so many times. I was like, just wait, just wait, just wait. I'm behind them. They have no idea. But they decided to go anyways, which is really bad by them, and it's kind of unfortunate. But this is part of the example of, like, you can't really expect your teammates to always listen, even at high ranks. Like, normally they typically will at higher ranks, but sometimes it still happens. And so if she would have waited literally 3 seconds longer, you see how I could have very easily got behind them, killed him. I don't know how I whiffed that bad, but anyways, and it would now be 3v. It would be 3v2 now instead of 2v2. And she would have been on site. She would have gotten the kill. This was a little risky. I got kind of timing here. Let me watch it back. I don't know how I whiffed that so bad, but it doesn't matter. I think I need to fully clear the angle before I decide to throw the cage. And this is the point where I'm like, okay, look, we got to get bomb. We got to get on site. We got to hurry up. I think Cypher peaks perfectly here. Yeah. I mean, this is really my only choice was the plan here because everything else is off. Maybe it would have been smarter for me to throw a cage now, cage it, and then walk over here because I would have cover. And also, maybe if I didn't walk up, I wouldn't have died. I think I just got a little too impatient. I think I got scared. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna die. He's gonna kill me. But I also got to remember that you actually can't see this angle very well unless they peek out. And if they do that, it would have taken him a second. I either would have seen him or I would have had more time to strafe out to the side. And then she just whipped her off shots. So yeah, like I said, overall, I actually think I made the good play here by getting behind them in heaven. This was scary, but that's okay. And then, like I said, I need to slow down. I don't need to be as scared here. I think if I just back up, I throw my cage, and actually I'm about as far back as I can. But if I just sit where I'm at, you can see for like a split second, his bullets actually miss me. Like the first like 2 or 3 he shoots, which is right here. these bullets are missing me, and they can't actually. He can't hit me from there. But now that I walk up, they can. He's hitting like my shoulder here, and then I die because of that. Whereas instead, if I waited, I could have maybe caught him off guard and just swung on him, or like I said, potentially even gotten around to the other side of sight, and then she would have been in a better spot to win this. So, kind of a poor post plant by me. I think my post plants need a lot of work, but we're gonna see. I actually did this because I figured I would catch him off guard. Because I knew that they didn't know I was pushed up here. Also considering that they just mollied this corner, and also our Sage actually slowed mid. You'll notice that this ice is hers. This one that she just threw. Not that one. This one is hers. And so that's why I ended up peeking this guy, because I was like, I figured he was looking toward our Sage, and then I could peek and catch him off guard, which is what happened. Sadly, I didn't get the kill. I don't think I got the kill. Yeah, I should have got that. That was bad. But the idea was right, so that was good. You got to be careful when you make plays like that, though, because you can get screwed over. Let's just keep watching. How did I die here? Oh yeah, I just got caught off guard by him. I just need to be more wary. I gotta understand that there is 5 players alive, and we're pushing a site, and there's still 5 alive. Like where there's 100, there's like a 100% chance that he is on site somewhere, and that's actually, I think it's not a bad play by the Cypher to play where he did, because it catches people off guard, right here, which is exactly what happened, and he ended up killing both of us because of it. So I think I just need to be more aware there of like, hey, yeah, somebody can be on site here. I think I got, yeah, this was just a little unlucky. This is actually good to note. So if you have Vipers on your team that ever do this thing, because it's happened, not too many people don't play Viper ever, and especially at higher MMR, and if they throw this, because I've seen this happen a few times, there can be a gap here. So this is just good to note. So I don't think I necessarily misplayed this. I mean, looking back, I did misplay it, but I just didn't even know. I didn't know this was a thing. And so because of that, I died because of it. So, but that's okay. Like I said, that's like, now that I know, it's one of those things. This was so frustrating. This is the round I was like, oh golly, this is sad. Because her wall missed a little bit, and there's a crack in it, and I didn't know that. And so I get caught by the tripwire, and I get ops. And so then the rest of our team just gets scared. They have to go together, because one by one, and one by one. Yeah, that's just really bad. I think I need to I just need to not enter here. Or I need to tell my Rays, hey, throw your, let's see what util she has. I need to be like, yo, throw your blast pack so she can destroy the tripwire. So this is displayed by her, but I could have communicated this and helped out. So yeah, overall, just it's kind of unlucky, but I could have slightly prevented it if I told her about the tripwire. Because I think the main reason I got opt is because of the trip. Because notice how I make it through. At this point, I'm past the wall. Oh, wait, no, I wasn't. Okay, I just got opt. But you see the point. A little lucky, but it's fine. Or for the ambitious camera here, because I figured they're not just going to fly be main. And even if they do, I think I'd live there because I got it off quick enough. So it's okay. So I'll go ahead. I already can tell you a little bit of what happened on this side. For whatever weird reason, they kept going mid every round, and they kept trying to come be heaven. But literally almost every round, our Viper and Sage ended up both playing be heaven. It would be so free if for the enemy team to just wall off or smoke off this side and run rope room. But you'll notice how often they just don't do that, and that costs them so many rounds on this side. And anyway, I just wanted to give that this kind of like an example, or not an example, like basically just some backstory of what's going on. Let's see how I ended up dying here. I think I need to post up on this angle here. Once he clears this side, I know that the only places that they can really be is like under heaven and then back in sight. And I for whatever reason, I push out. There's really no need for me to right now. And the reason I say that is because A, she's walling this, and then also Sova and the Viper, they're both pushing out. So I think if I just sit here and post up on the angle, it would be better. Just even if it's just for a split second, because if I do, that would be I'd probably get the kill there for free. Now, obviously, it gets traded, which is good, because like I said, once you're in advantageous spots, trading is what you want. So it wasn't that bad of a death because of the fact it got traded, but it could have not gotten traded. Like they could have easily just pulled away with that. And then we obviously ended up winning. If got the kill, okay. So yeah, overall, I think it's taking a second slower. And literally, oh, just nothing happens. Yeah, I kind of just figured he'd be tons. Because I was like, okay, well, he has to come get the bomb or just save. And I was like, it's possible he's down here. And I was like, yeah, there he is. So, that's fine. Nothing crazy there. Judge is really good second round by the way. So this is where our Sova actually started popping off. Our Sova was holding A really well. The only issue is none of our other teammates were really picking up on Slack. And they actually ended up winning this round when they probably shouldn't have. Because it was at one point a 4v2. Now, obviously, it's him dying there is expected. It's pretty normal. I'm trying to think. Should I have gone CT here? Let's see. I think going back to Heaven's fine, but I think this goes back to more map awareness, where I noticed that where Sage dies from. Okay, so I guess I should be more aware of the fact that he could be on ramp, because if I'm playing him, that's pretty smart by him to go back up to here. And then I obviously end up dying from it. Because of that. So I think this is once again back to the map awareness issue. I think I either actually go through this, maybe. I just don't have any. Yeah, I don't know. I think going Heaven here is actually the smart play. I just needed to be more wary of that. Of course, obviously with my judge, it's not like I could have done anything, but at least I could have been looking at him and potentially gotten the kill. I shot off with the pistol and maybe not died. I don't know. Not a whole lot happening this round, for me at least. I rotate because they're just flying mid. Come to help out Rope Room because that's where they should be going. Because, yeah, which is what they do. This is one of the rounds. I think they're on an eco here, so they just kind of fly out. I think I dropped like right here with this to try and catch him off guard, but he wasn't there. Yep, he was able to get the cleanup, so this is good. This is where he starts stringing stuff together. Let's see how I play this. This is where they just actually go B. No, this is the Nika. The last round they forced. That was good. I think I crossed back to site here. Yeah, I think I needed to cross. Because once I kill this guy, this is good. I either don't throw my cage, which is probably better because now because my Sage is here and she can trade as they run through and I can peek off. Because what I think, I either cross back to site with the cage or I stay back in this corner and then don't drop it, because what's going to happen is as they come around this corner, they're going to see the Sage before me, and then whenever they either die to her or peek her, that's when I can reswing. And I don't do that. And obviously she backed off, but that's not the point. Then I die, and then she obviously ends up getting both, but I could have just stayed alive if I didn't drop the cage, because they're going to have to run this way anyways. Like, that's actually bad by me. A lot of what I'm seeing is, like, not necessarily misplays as far as, like, positioning. Like, of course there's a few. But the biggest thing is, like, or, I mean, not, there's quite a few positioning, but mainly, like, I need to look at how my team's playing and position based off of that. Because I think if I just sit here or sit back and either don't drop cage, then we would all be alive here, or I would be alive. Obviously, they cleaned up, so it was okay. But okay, so back at it because I had to restart. So this is really good. I love doing this play. It can be risky, but because I have high ping, I actually have big peekers advantage. And I like to play around that. And so peeking in, I got to peek into the enemy here all the time because I can always usually net a free kill off of it. Or if not the free kill, it's info. And so that's what happens. I sit there, I yell at my team, oh, nobody's B. They're 100% mid or A. I just say something along those lines. And then obviously, that's true. It's exactly what happened. So I wait to get the info. I think I just play time here because I think he goes to, yeah. So we have bomb down. So she gets the kill on the Brimstone. And I'm pretty sure I know at this point Breach is on site. And that's why I just hide back here. Because I'm like, the only thing he can do is go ramp, which I was going to shoulder peek every once in a while, or he's got to come CT. And I'm just going to play like an off angle, which is exactly what I did. And see, right here, I was going to think shoulder peek, and then obviously he walked up. So this is good by me. I think I could have done it a little more smooth, a little bit smoother. Because right here, obviously, like I just kind of walk out. I should have been scoped by now, or I should have been like moving a little bit more to have a more efficient shoulder peek. So that worked out. The idea was, like I said, correct. And yeah, same thing. I'm going to do this every round. This is really good. Even with a rifle, it's good. Nothing B. Cool. Rotate off. I don't even think anything happened here. I don't think I could have done anything. Yeah. They just killed him A. Then they just kept running A. And then my team killed him also. Fine. Pretty normal round. Same thing. Peek B main. Oh, that was a little slow though. I think I need to go a little quicker with that. But that's okay. The idea, like I said, the idea is right there. And then she just, our Raze just kills everybody with the op. 1, 2. I think she aces, yeah. So that was good. Same exact thing. Pretty boring stuff here on CT side because, like I said, people don't go B because of how good Cypher's hold is. So every round, I'm just holding this. I miss a lot of shots here. Okay, wait, I end up killing somebody. Let's see what happens. Good pick. I figured they would not expect me to be doing that. Check camera for half a second to make sure they're not going out B on us. Missed my shot. That's bad by me. I'm missing a lot of options. This is a rough one. I could have, yeah. So this is actually bad by me. Repeaking here was ballsy. Well, the repeak was actually fine because I have 2 other teammates with me. I should have hit that shot. And then this was also kind of bad because she had fallen off, and I don't think Viper could actually even see him there. And I could have died. I think it would have been a trade, but my life would be more important in this situation because it's easy to avoid having to even go for trades here. So, yeah. Then I get a better position. I don't know how I missed that. That was weird. The last shot was weird. I should hit that. I don't know. A lot of missed op shots here. That was just bad overall. Oh wait, so I skipped a lot of this round. Jeez. Right? Yeah, I did. Same thing. I go for the pick here. Nothing. I'm like, okay, rotate off, and then they start pushing up mid, but we only got 1 kill. I guess 2 because there's a res. And then they don't go B. So I decided eventually, like, yo, I should probably go back to B. And then I know it now. I know they're all heaven because of what happens. You'll see most of my teammates die. I was like, oh shoot. So I dropped this thing so I can be safe from B main, so I can worry about peeking from other sides. A little scary there. That was good. There was a lot of little risky peeks here. This was kind of risky, but the reason I peeked is because I figured if they dropped off heaven, they would either be mid drop, which is what happened to this guy, or they wouldn't be fully watching this angle. They'd be looking to clear things, and one of the first things you clear is this part of sight, like CT, and then obviously like if they hide behind this box, which you can't see with my mouse, but I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about. This little box right there, which is what both of them do. So he was dropping, and then he was clearing CT, so that's why I go for that peek. Then I go for the peek here, like a shoulder peek sort of a thing, because I know if I wide swing and they're up on rafters, I can die here. This is good. Very short peek, because like I said, if they're up here, I can die because I have to worry about 2 angles, and it's a hard flick to hit. This was a little risky. I don't know if this was the play here. I think I should have just held the angle instead of peeking. So that was kind of bad. And then at this point, I just, once again, the same sort of a small peek because I only have to worry about 1 angle, and then I just get the kill there. So overall, decent round. The only thing that was really scary was the second peek here. Not this one. I guess the third one. This peek. This was a little scary because I could have been dead here. Whereas instead, I could just hold the angle with the op, wait for him to push it. But yeah, anyways, we get the round. This is good. Everything's looking good so far. Once again, nothing B for the 12th time in a row. I think this is one of the rounds we actually ended up losing. Let's see what happened. Yeah, okay, this is bad by me. I see the question mark, so I know he's here. I wanted to push this to get him to catch him off guard, but I just got caught by the tripwire, which was bad. And I don't know how that. I guess I should have hit. Yeah, moms, this is rough. I'm trying to think of what I could have done better here. I think I just wait. I think I wait for my team because I know he's under heaven, so I just post up there. Because what's gonna happen is if whenever they come out heaven, they're gonna check. If they go to check this guy, I can trade it, and then as like that, because I could have traded this guy eventually. Whenever, like I said, when they go out heaven, or if they go once they kill that guy, or we all do, I guess, and the way it would happen, then we can they could look rafters, and that's when they're gonna swing rafters, and I can go for that trade, or I could just peek B main. But I think me pushing here is just bad in general. The idea of me trying to catch him off guard, I think, is okay. But I think the biggest issue was the fact that I have I had an op. I think maybe if I had a rifle it'd be okay because I think I could have gotten out potentially because I could have shot that instantly right here. That would have hit and then I could have gotten out safely because what happened is it pulled me back right here. And then I had to pull around, shoot it, and at this point I had no HP, and then he just has to shoot me once and I dead. So I think it would have been okay with a rifle to do that. But yeah, then we actually this is an eco, which is really sad. The round's not over yet. Same exact thing. They just keep going, keep trying to go mid. They just don't go rope room. They finally do here, which this could have been bad, but my rotate was quick, which is good. The Sage pre-fired me and just missed big time. I kind of blocked her on accident. That was bad. I should have peeked either in front or just waited. I think waiting is definitely the play here because they have to push site. So yeah. This is where it gets risky. This is where it gets real scary. Once again, I don't think anything's B. Cool, nothing here. This is a sad round. This is a really rough round. So he gets a pick here, and then he's safe. So now it's 4v5. We know they're pushing A. He gets another pick. It is 3v5. Goes for that fight. Probably not smart. I think the Rays whiffed her shot here, I want to say. Oh, she didn't even shoot. Okay, that was bad. This kill would have been the round win. Ugh. That's so depressing to watch it back, actually. So this would have been a round win. And you'll see why. Obviously, you just miss your shot sometimes, and it happens. Let's keep watching. This is where I should have swung. Oh, I did swing. Okay, I tried to spray transfer. Ooh, let's see. Watching his back hurts. This is tough. Goodbye, her. This peek is good because I did actually watch the map here and notice that my team, that Viper was peeking, and so that's a good point for me to catch somebody off guard, which is what happens. I think here, I just fall off, actually. Going for this is okay, but I don't have ammo, A, and then B, it's kind of going for a spray transfer, especially in this game where sprays aren't consistent, it's just risky. So I think I just fall off here. And then, yeah, you can see the tragedy that unfolds after. She takes the 1v1, and at this point, it's 1v1. She goes for the peek, misses the shot, gets her pistol out, gets the kill, and then, so sad. She moved. And then I think she would have won the round on that. Yeah, that's really tough. And then that's how he lost the game. So, as far as my perspective of play and what I could have done better, I think a lot of what I need to do is play around my team more. And you notice how that works out actually here. Play around what their peaking are and what the decisions they make are. Because a lot of kills I can get a lot more free if I do that. Because notice that's what I do here. I see her swing, so I swing. And then she is focused on her, and so I can go for the kill here. Which is what happens. And then obviously I ended up dying here, but that's besides the point. And so, yeah. A little bit of a rough one, but the idea was there. I didn't lose any rating because I was plat in this game. But I had a solid game. I just think a lot of what I did, like I said, I just took a lot of dumb fights, I want to say. A lot of weird peaks, a lot of dumb fights, and I could have prevented that if I have, like I said, if I play around my team better. And stuff like that. And so yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for me to take away from this, and then also for you guys just to kind of see like some more, like I said, higher level decision making and all that other stuff. So Cool, that's going to be all. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more stuff like this, more of my reviewed play, more high-level reviewed play, let me know. And yeah, y'all have a good day.